The New York Knicks are NBA champions. What a sentence. I could live in this moment for the rest of eternity. Hello. Hello. Did you know the Knicks won? I can't believe it. And my sister encouraged me. I sent a message in the morning yesterday. This is Sunday morning, June 14th. The morning after the New York Knicks won the NBA championship. Just going to let that hang for a second. This has never happened. I mean, yeah, this has never happened for so many New Yorkers. 50 whatever years, 52, something like that. But you know, I this is going to sound lamenty, but like it felt growing up, whatever whatever team I hitched my wagon to, even not teams, but all of this pain starts with America's Next Top Model, Melrose. I don't remember what cycle that was. But from this, my mom and my sister loved America's Next Top Model, and I love my mom and my sister and want to hang out with them. So I was like, as a kid, yeah, I guess we're gonna watch America's Next Top Model. This show is actually pretty good. And whatever cycle Melrose was from the start, I was like, that's my girl. I love her. She's very angular. That's doing something for me as a young lad. And I wanted her to win so badly, and then she did not win, and I cried. I felt pain, actual pain, when Melrose did not win America's Next Top Model. Ruben Stoddard from fucking American Idol lost to Clay Aiken. Broke my heart too. And so I just sort of became a fan of things rather than the people who do the things. The New York Rangers broke my heart when they could not get over the hump in the 2010s. I still can close my eyes and see the goalie Henrik Lundqvist laying face down on the ice after a double overtime goal against the Kings in the Stanley Cup Finals. And like I said, it just means more than just like, yes, the jersey that I enjoy won. Ha ha. This team for me, I loved all sports growing up. We've talked about it a ton. Basketball was more down on the list. Funny, I loved playing basketball. That was really it. I didn't enjoy watching it. In the early aughts, the game was slower. It was low scoring. It was a little clunkier, a little more not. I loved hockey, and hockey is fast-paced, and that was what I thought about as sports. It was all fast-paced. It was swift movement, and a lot of the early aughts basketball was defense and low-scoring games and guys taking mid-range jumpers, which now, ironically enough, I'm like, go back to the mid-range. It's a consistent shot. Work the low post. But as a kid, I thought it was boring. And, I just preferred playing. I loved playing, but I just never played competitively because of hockey and the same season. So just a lot of pickup and the 2K games, NBA Live Inside Drive. That was really NBA Street Volume 2. So many great basketball video games that I remember from youth. And all of a sudden out in Phoenix, like 2007-ish? 6-ish? 4-ish? Mike D'Antoni comes up, the coach of the Phoenix Suns comes up with an offense that he deems the 7 seconds or less Suns, with a very athletic point guard, Steve Nash. And the whole concept is we are getting up the floor and getting a shot off in 7 seconds or less. We're moving, we're quick, the pace is rabid. And I fell in love with that team. It was so fun watching this tiny Canadian point guard weave in and out just like a fox. And that was when I fell in love with basketball, watching it, and I still didn't find the Knicks though, because the Knicks, even being in I didn't want to hitch my wagon to anything. I said I just like basketball. I'm a Rangers fan. I don't know enough about basketball to say I'm like a fan of. I just like watching the Suns play fast. I gotta go fast. Which, sidebar, that was why I was kicked out of figure skating. My sister was taking figure skating, and I was lumped in as well, because like, hey, we got to take her. Let's just drive him there. And I guess the instructor approached a parent and said, hey, have you thought about putting the other one in hockey? He just wants to go fast. Gotta go fast. So yeah, I liked the NBA and would catch games with friends and just liked watching basketball. And I went to college and missed New York there, but it's college. It's fun. You're still going home. College is just like one big summer camp. It's like a 4-year-long summer camp. Maybe like reverse summer camp, where then you get to go home for quick breaks and then you go back. Like it's not a real place. It's a bubble. It's, no matter how in lucky situations like mine, I was 6 hours away, but I still had home there to escape to if I needed, wanted, whatever. Graduated 2016, May of 2016, May 16th. I moved to Boston May 18th, 2016. I stopped at home for one day, put some stuff there, kept it moving, came to Boston on a Wednesday, and I I did an open mic with my quote unquote bed still in the car. It was a mattress topper. I did not have a real bed. But I had unloaded a bunch of stuff, and I knew that there was a mic happening, and I was like, well, you moved here to do comedy. Who cares if there's a mattress topper in the car? Let's go to Tavern at the End of the World. And I knew nobody. I knew one person. The human I moved here for to be romantically involved with. But outside of them, I knew nobody. And that feeling really started to compound and put me in a bad place. I mean, sleeping on the floor certainly didn't help. Yeah, any dudes out there sleeping on the floor, you gotta get off the floor. I don't care how sad you are. I don't care how depressed you are. I've been there. You gotta get off the floor. And that was one moment with this human being who I was seeing at the time. They were like, hey, I know you're in a very bad place right now, but if you don't get a real bed, I'm not sleeping at your apartment anymore. I was like, you know what? That is a fair compromise. So I knew one person, no friends though. There's just this one person who you're romantically involved with, but no comrades. I found this apartment. I found Hooker Boy Studios on Craigslist. It's not like I had somebody to move in with. I looked at a bunch of places on Craigslist, and when I met the people who lived here and were gonna live here and looked at the place, I was like, yeah, you know what? This is good. You guys seem normal enough, like you won't kill me, even though we met on Craigslist. Let's rip it. I guess this is our next chapter. And it started poorly. It was not a good start. But one of the first good moments I had and can remember, the first good moment I remember, I Googled good food near me because I was just so wildly sad and was like, well, I guess you can get a meal to make you happy. And this place called Garlic and Lemons came up. It was Mediterranean, shawarma, and I was like, let's go try there. And I still, to this day, every now and again will thank them and be like, hey, the first time I came in here, you guys kind of saved me. You saved me from a spiral, at the very least. And they'll look at me and be like, do you want spicy beef or spicy chicken? What are we doing here? But that was a solo, it was a moment I shared with the people at Garlic and Lemons, but there was still a solo moment, eating the meal. One of the first good moments I can remember with another human being was, it was a couple months in, basketball season's going on in the throes of the season. I could probably find exactly what game it was. But I walked into my living room and Corwin, my Craigslist roommate, and now wonderful friend and soon to be dad. But at the time was just kind of a Craigslist roommate. Was sitting there, though. He was watching the Philadelphia 76ers play the New York Knicks, and he is a massive 76ers fan. And this is the short version, the less vulnerable version. He's a massive 76ers fan, so I just walked in to the living room and was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, the Sixers are playing the Knicks." And I was like, "Dude, you know I'm from New York. You know I'm a massive Knicks fan." He's like, "What? No, you're not." And I was like, No, dude. I'm a huge Knicks fan. Absolutely love the Knickerbockers. They just couldn't get more of the Knicks. I love the Knicks." And he was like, "No, you shut up, man. No, you don't." And I just proceeded to watch this game with him the entire time, needling him, being like, "Yeah, go Knicks. I love the Knicks. Yeah, they're the best." And he's like, "Dude, shut up. I actually like the 76ers. And funny enough, the Knicks played incredibly well down the stretch. It was very exciting. They pulled out a win. And after that game, I was like, you know what? I like basketball. I am from New York. You know what, Corwin? I am officially announcing myself as a Knicks fan in this moment. And he grumbly stomped away. Stomped away. It's like, shut up. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, go Knicks. Go New York. Go New York. Go. The Knicks proceeded to win 17 games that year. There are 82 games in a basketball season. I loved every second of it. I could not get enough of this terrible, terrible team because I myself felt terrible. Watching the New York Knicks 10 years ago for me was watching depression on a basketball court. I was so numb and unhappy. Let alone, just connecting to anything at all, let alone the fact that they were from New York. I just felt a kindred spirit with these guys who were making millions of dollars to play basketball and were doing it terribly. I loved it so much. It made me feel here. And yes, I missed New York. I was incredibly homesick for my friends. And of, New York Knicks, they're New York. Yeah, I'm from there. Yeah. But it was more than just connecting to New York. It was connecting to anything at all. And so they won 17 games. And it didn't get better. Both for the Knicks and for me. My parents went through a very weird divorce. And while they were going through it, we were still going to spend Christmas together. The four, me, my mom, my dad, my sister, still going to do Christmas together. And I just knew it was going to be weird. And so my sister came up with the idea, let's go to the Knicks on Christmas Day. Let's get out of the house. Let's distract ourselves. And we did. She pulled it up. She bought the tickets for us. It was a Christmas present for me. And we just had an amazing day, forgetting about what Christmas used to be, what Christmas could have been. We just watched basketball at Madison Square Garden together. And connected to something. Because we both needed that. We connected with this idea, this concept of camaraderie through horrible basketball. But it wasn't just the terror, it was just something in general. And so that became our Christmas tradition. We've been going to the Knicks games now for 5 years at least. I mean, we missed a COVID year. We had plans for the COVID year, and then it got bad COVID. I went during a COVID year. Oops. I went. Oh, was it Christmas? Or was that just I think that was just a Knicks game, RJ's buzzer beater versus the Celtics. But some stranger took a video of me freaking out, just screaming, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! He made it! Oh my God!" Over and over again. And there's a mask below. I remember being so fidgety during that comeback, just mask on, mask down to scream, mask up, just up and down with the mask. So we missed 1 year, but this is kind of our thing now, and we've. At first, it was just me and her, and now we've let in some other friends on it to be a part of it, and some people have come with us and have felt the same connection that her and I felt, and made memories with us for these Christmas games. And I know I've seen him win a couple of games. I can't tell you what the record is. I can just tell you how much fun I had with my sister at these Christmas games, my friend Charles and my friend Max. It's more than basketball for me. It's more than basketball for a lot of people. But I say that just because I know that, there are lifelong Knicks fans, and 10 years is nothing. And you're right. In Knicks fandom, 10 years, I am a baby. Yes, I've loved basketball, but as far as attaching myself, 10 years, I'm a child. I know. Laugh at me. But I was there for the 17 wins, the 19 wins, the 23 wins. And those meant so much to me because 17 wins to 19 wins. Oh, okay. It's a little better. 19 wins to 23 wins. Still dog shit, but better. And the more I threw myself into this Knicks fandom, the more I saw and felt with myself this mirroring trajectory of a little bit better. Just every day. That's all it is. Just a little bit better. And it was fun to get a little bit better every day. It still is. It still is fun. I'm speaking from a 10 years ago perspective. This is not like, yep, I'm done getting better every day. No. But it was just fun to mirror this team and grow and see the growth literally on the court and also feel the growth within me. And it's fun to hear the growth in the things that you've said, you know. God, I remember saying things like Frank Ntilikina is the point guard of the future, and Kevin Knox, the guy who showed up to the draft with a Fortnite blazer on or whatever, Fortnite suit. And there's nothing wrong with them as human beings. They just weren't incredible basketball players, but that didn't matter. It was still the belief. It was still the connection that you can get better. And the teams became fun through some trade, you know. That Jalen Brunson trade, I mean, there's been so many incredible clips now of him being doubted. You know, it's just the classic. He's too small. He's too this. He's too that. And then it cuts to him holding a championship trophy. And 10 years. From 17 wins to hoisting a trophy. Knicks fans used to get laughed at for dreaming about a good team and a championship. But if you say your dreams and someone's not laughing, you don't dream big enough. Tony Parker, Spurs point guard, said that. Ironically enough, even though they just beat the Spurs. Still love that quote. And like I said, I've had this silly, I'm growing alongside the Knicks, and we have the similar trajectory, and I am not about to win whatever version in my life is equal to the Larry O'Brien trophy. But two things. I think if a 10 years ago Danny and now Danny had a conversation, it would feel to 10 years ago Danny like we'd won the Larry O'Brien trophy. Just getting off the floor, getting on Lexapro, wanting to be alive. And if the Knicks, the New York Knicks, if they can win an NBA championship, literally anything is possible. Just keep your head down. Go about your business. And believe. Holy shit, the Knicks won a championship. Literally anything is possible. That's the moral of this. The Knicks won a championship. It's like that Key and Peele have a great sketch of team winning the championship, and then the players like, you can fly, you can do anything. I might actually believe that in this moment, since the Knicks won. Maybe you can fly. I don't know. If you believe hard enough, you probably can. I have often said, people got to eat. Who knows where this will go? But if you just keep hanging out, maybe it'll happen like the Knicks, and in 10 years, we'll have our own Larry O'Brien trophy to put at the center of the dinner at your place table together. Thanks for hanging out. Love you lots. Go Knicks. And go you.